Orúkọ mi ni Afọláwẹ́wọ́ Ayégbùsì. Mo ti ń gbé ìlú òyìnbó láti ìgbà tí wọ́n ti bí mi. Ní ibi tí àwọn òbí mi ti wá, tí ó jẹ́ ìlú aláwọ̀ dúdú, Nàìjíríà. Wọ́n ń sọ ọmọ lórúkọ pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn. Orúkọ máa ní ìtumọ̀ sí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lásìkò tí wọ́n bí ọmọ yẹn. Ìtumọ̀ orúkọ mi ni mo ń fi ọlá, ọlá tó ń jẹ́ wealth. Mo ń fi ọlá, mo fi ń wẹwọ́ mi. Kí ni ó dé tí mo ríro fi pé mi ò kí ń ṣe aláwọ̀ funfun? Kí ló dé tí ọkàn mi fi dà wípé ibi kò tọ́ sí mi? Bóyá nítorí wípé Yorùbá ni àwọn òbí mi. Bóyá nítorí pé àwọn òbí mi wá láti ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Mo fẹ́ràn àṣà wọn. Eléyìí ni mo rí láàrin àwọn òbí mi ní ìlú òyìnbó.
Well, first of all, I want to say all my kids were brought up in London. In fact, I think majority of them had a blend of, in fact, most of them had a blend of Nigeria and London. The reason being that even at the young age of maybe 1 year or 9 months, everybody was always going back to Nigeria for holidays. So from their youth, from the infancy, they had a blend of the African culture in them, walking on the street, chatting with neighbors, free playing, going to the bukateria to eat. So yes, you will say that for most part of the time they were brought up in London, but I think they also had a substantial part of their life mixing with the Nigerian culture, both in Nigeria and the Nigerian community here. Safety-wise, educational-wise, yes, but culturally-wise, I think they have a blend of both places. So I have no regret with respect to their being brought up in London, but I was glad that I also gave them a chance to know the roots where they came from.
I guess I would say Nigerian.
Really?
You see, that's a funny one. It depends who's asking me and when. But if... yeah, honestly, it depends who's asking and when. On a general basis, I would like to say I'd call myself Nigerian. Yeah, but if I was filling out a form or something, then no, I'd tick British.
Growing up in Nigeria is totally different. It's like a communal training. You don't get training only from your parents or from your private abode. You get training all the way, like you're walking to school and something's wrong and somebody's just going to stop and say, oh, put on your skirt properly, or do this properly, or they mind your business for you as you go along, even though you don't know them before. So everybody is a brother's keeper. They care for you, even though they don't know you, and they look out for you, even though they don't know you. But right here, coming back to England is like more of a private life. So when I came back, I was able to bring on board what I was brought up with in Africa.
I was born in England. I got sent to Nigeria. I think I was 11 or 10 going on. I was 10 going on to 11. Yeah. And then I came back when I was 14, I think.
And how was it growing up there? And then how was it coming back here at the age of 14?
There's a lot more discipline out there. A lot more emphasis on education out there. But at the same time, there's a lot more freedom out there. Young kids, we were allowed to play football on the road. I could have a girlfriend at any age, I don't care. Out there, they believe in men being men. In fact, they encourage the males to be rascals, because that allows, at least that way, they can discipline you and teach you right from wrong, than for you to just be a really easygoing man. You don't like that. Our culture is men should be men, women should be women.
My parents are originally from Nigeria. They came in the 60s. I was born in England and I lived and grew up in Nigeria. And I've always been going back and forth while I was growing up. And being in England now, I see myself as a blended person who can survive both worlds because I'm used to the system in England and I'm used to the system in Nigeria. So I'm not going to be critical of any of the countries because I've been exposed to a balanced lifestyle. I've been brought up to understand both tradition of both countries and to conform to them.
I actually prefer Britain. You see, that question's a bit too grey. There's some things I prefer about England and some things I prefer about Nigeria. However, if I was to choose, then yeah, I think I'll choose Britain because it's a bit more convenient and just a lot more organised. I love the freedom in Nigeria, the fact that I guess I'm more familiar with the environment there and the people there because we have the melanin in common. The fact that, and Nigeria's a little bit more easygoing. Here, everything's a lot organised. You know, you can go to a train station and the train's going to turn up. There ain't no train station in Nigeria for one. So that just shows you the difference. But, yeah. Yeah, I enjoy the lifestyle out there because it's just a convenient lifestyle. There's no traffic light, so I do as I want, when I want. If you get pulled over by police, you can pay your way out. You can still do that here, but not as much
I'm a culturally inclined person by nature. I remember my brother Agbo saying that Olu cares about tradition, Olu cares about culture. I think it's something within me that just appreciates my roots. And because I know there are values from all cultures in life. So I would not necessarily believe that one culture is superior than the other. But for one to be successful in life, for one to be able to get on with diversities of life, then your background has to be broad. Your upbringing has to be diverse. You have to be broad-minded. So in that way, I think giving them a benefit of the two cultures will have stood them in good stead to be able to relate to people from different backgrounds and how to deal with it. It just gives you a better background to deal with future life of diversity.
You as my sister, yeah, you see yourself as more, or my opinion is that I see you leaning more towards the Nigerian culture. Yeah, in fact, you're caught up in that Niger hype, and to be fair, it's actually a good thing.
How do you see that? What makes you?
Well, when you were designing accessories, they were Afro influenced. I saw the African themes coming through. And then you're a lot more willing to go to all these African parties with mum and dad than any of us. None of us. You're always the one who wants to go to these African parties. We just don't give a damn. But yeah. And then you know how to sing the songs. You picked up on the language a lot quicker than all of us did. Yeah, just little...